Oh man, this situation keeps getting worse by the minute, and there's really no other way to put it. You know how people say trouble never comes alone? Well, that saying seems to be hitting hard right now. At this moment, Floyd Mayweather appears to be facing one of the most difficult chapters of his entire life. After spending years showcasing a lifestyle built on luxury and excess, the contrast is impossible to ignore. We watched him proudly display unimaginable wealth, collecting exotic cars and expensive jewelry like it was second nature. We saw the private jets, the headline-making purchases, and the non-stop reminders of just how rich he had become. And then there were the extravagant getaways, where he traveled the world with multiple women, enjoying lavish trips through places like Paris, while living a life most people could only dream about.
Options, options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, 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 Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren.
Unfortunately for Floyd, this is starting to look like a story we've seen play out far too many times with famous athletes. The warning signs are piling up, and it appears that serious money problems could be brewing behind the scenes. Just a few weeks ago, Floyd jumped on Instagram and publicly blasted one of his business associates, a man named Jonah. According to Floyd, the guy is a liar, a thief, a rat, and a snake all rolled into one. He went even further, claiming Jonah might be the worst person he's ever encountered. In Floyd's eyes, the man deserves to spend the rest of his life behind bars with no chance of getting out. At the same time, we're watching Floyd agree to fight after fight, and honestly, these are the kind of matchups that seem strange for someone his age who supposedly walked away from the sport years ago. The man is showing up everywhere to compete: Thailand, Las Vegas, Dubai. At this point, it feels like Floyd would step into a ring anywhere if the offer came across his desk. Meanwhile, almost every day brings another headline from someone claiming Floyd Mayweather is running low on cash. The accusations are getting louder, and many people are now openly questioning whether Floyd is actually broke.
Get the fuck out of here. Floyd definitely ain't broke.
No, he's broke.
Floyd broke. Floyd broke might be. Floyd going low.
No, he's broke. He owes money, bro.
I already talked about this. Floyd went from 1.5 billion to maybe he had 500 million. They call that broke. He ain't broke. He probably still got 10 cars, 10 cribs. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have
500 million in his bank.
Okay, look, let me show you something right here.
Okay.
These people on Instagram, they went to Floyd Mayweather's gym. He owes 30K. And then they went to his strip. He owes another 30K. They went to his other place. Boom. His Skate Rock City. But look, I like Floyd as a fighter, but he's broke.
And now, believe it or not, the situation appears to be getting even more serious. Floyd Mayweather is reportedly facing 2 felony accusations tied to theft and allegedly attempting to defraud someone through a bad check used in a jewelry purchase. According to the complaint, Floyd allegedly issued a $200,000 check from a Wells Fargo account to a Las Vegas jeweler known as Gold and Beyond. The filing claims that when the check was written, there were not enough funds, assets, or available credit in the account to cover the full amount. But that's not even where the story ends, and this is the part that really grabs attention. The complaint further alleges that the check was used as payment in exchange for receiving property or services. What makes the allegations especially serious is the claim that the act was done knowingly and intentionally. If prosecutors were to prove the fraud allegations, Floyd could potentially face anywhere from 1 to 4 years behind bars, along with fines reaching $5,000. Now here's where things start getting even more interesting. The transaction in question reportedly dates all the way back to December 25, 2024. Naturally, a lot of people are wondering why legal action took this long to surface. Some might even ask whether the timing has anything to do with the growing speculation surrounding Floyd's financial situation. According to the jeweler's attorney, however, the delay had a much simpler explanation. He claims his client trusted Mayweather and spent months trying to give him every possible opportunity to make things right. Eventually, the jeweler allegedly stopped receiving responses and still hadn't been paid for a watch that had reportedly been in Mayweather's possession for well over a year. At first, pursuing criminal charges wasn't even the preferred route, but after repeated attempts to make contact allegedly went unanswered, the jeweler reportedly felt he had run out of alternatives. And that's what makes this situation even more concerning for Floyd. This case is reportedly just one of several legal matters connected to Mayweather at the moment. There are said to be at least 4 separate civil lawsuits across multiple states involving claims that he owes money. On top of that, reports indicate the IRS has also placed tax liens connected to unpaid tax obligations from both 2018 and 2023.
Was hit by the IRS with a $7.3 million lien for unpaid taxes for 2018 and 2023. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that says something to me. This may not mean he's broke, because I'm sure he had money in 2018 and still ain't pay his taxes. This may just be a nigga that don't pay his taxes all the time. Something may happen. But when you compile it with other things, it makes you ask questions, you feel me? So the Business Insider has been studying this shit. They said the agency filed a lien against the boxer who is embarking on a lucrative comeback. The boxer was recently sued for other allegedly unpaid bills. And that's interesting when you think about that point, you know? They said the lien was filed last month in Las Vegas, where Mayweather has property. The notice shows the balance was unpaid as of March 26. An attorney for Mayweather declined to comment on it. The lien through which the government can lay claim to Mayweather's property until the bill is paid is the latest in a series of debts the 49-year-old fighter has accumulated, as Business Insider has reported.
Then there's 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather's longtime friend and one of the first people to jump on every headline surrounding this situation. Staying true to form, 50 decided to weigh in once again, but this time with what looked like an offer of support. He posted a message saying, "Damn, champ, what's really going on? If you need some cash, hit me up. We could have stopped this from turning into a complete mess. Now the feds are on your trail. Love you, bro. I'm not even upset anymore. Give me a call." But come on for a second. Does anyone genuinely believe that message was coming from a place of pure concern? I'm not buying it. If 50 truly wanted to help Floyd, that conversation would have happened behind closed doors instead of being broadcast across social media for everyone to see. A real attempt to help would have involved a private phone call, not a public post designed to grab attention. And that's what makes this whole thing even more interesting. We're talking about a man who earned hundreds of millions of dollars throughout his legendary boxing career, yet somehow keeps finding himself linked to financial controversies. Floyd, at some point, you have to ask how things even reached this stage. And remember, these are only the cases that have become public knowledge so far. That raises an even bigger question about what other disputes or unpaid debts might still be out there waiting to surface. After all the luxury purchases, the expensive jewelry, the private jets, and the endless displays of wealth, how does someone end up facing these kinds of allegations? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story has people divided. Do you think Floyd's legal troubles are as serious as they appear? And was 50 Cent genuinely trying to help, or simply taking another shot at his old rival? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.